Well, this week didn't go as planned. The weather didn't comply. I lost GoPro footage. I was hurting, but I still put in the miles. I still got out there because I know that throughout this journey it's not going to be easy. So if I give up now and I can't push through it now, how am I going to push through it later? I'm not a professional runner by any means, but I do desire to run a 100-mile marathon. And I know that 80% of the people that say, oh, I want to run this thing, I want to do it, never do it. I don't want to be a part of the 80%. I want to be a part of the 20 that actually gets it done. I'm showing up every week. I'm putting in the miles regardless of the situation. I didn't get a lot of chance to record this week because it was raining like 3 days out of the week, 3 of my running days anyways. But I did get in 32 miles this week, and I do want to talk about how it went. Starting off with the 9-mile run I did on Sunday. Sunday was supposed to set the tone for the week. I had a solid plan, 9 miles in the morning, camera gear ready, GoPro rolling, phone set to catch an extra few clips for a short. It felt like one of those runs I was going to look back and say, oh yeah, that's how you start a training week. But somewhere, somehow, between finishing the run and getting home, all of the GoPro footage got deleted. It just disappeared. I don't know if the file got corrupted or if I hit the wrong setting, but it's just gone. So all I've got is what I managed to catch on my phone. The run itself, it was solid. Humid, yeah. Sweaty for sure. I did have to stop at Burger King to get some water, but I felt strong through most of it. I wanted to keep things steady, not push the pace too hard, and just lock in for the distance. And I actually ended up running again later that night, just 1 mile with my wife after church, nothing crazy, just a relaxed mile together. That brought the day's total to 10 miles, which I didn't fully think through at the time, but I definitely did feel it the next morning. Yo, what is going on? It is day 2 of week 3 out here at the A-State track. This morning I brought a Camelback with me. I'm gonna start wearing this on all of my runs. That way I can start getting used to it, because I know out on whatever ultra I'm gonna run, I'm gonna be needing to wear one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a part of my daily routine. Go ahead and get used to it. Today we have a 6-mile run. I ended up running 10 miles yesterday because I had told my wife that I would run a mile with her after we got out of church. So by the time I had done that, it ended up equaling 10 miles for the day. So today is just a little bit easier than what I've been doing. So yeah, so I'm excited to go ahead and get these miles in. I will see you in the run. 6 miles starting now. So immediately into this run, I'm having a little bit of a tough time with my left calf. I feel like it's very tight. So I'm hoping that as I start running, I get warmer, it'll loosen up a little. But right now it's kind of sucking. I got asked the other day if I run for speed or if I run for distance, and my answer was that I run for endurance, I guess. I'm trying to build up my endurance. I've mentioned it before, but I try to keep my heart rate within a certain zone, which is 153 to 168. However fast I go is just dependent on if my heart rate is within that zone. If it's not, then I try and slow down. If it's on the lower side, then I'll try to speed up a little bit, but it's all really dependent on where it says my heart rate is at. I will say, it's nice to have water to take those Go Gels. Even though those ones go down really well, it still is, they're all just a lot. And if you've ever taken them, you'd know. You know what I'm talking about. It was difficult, not gonna lie. Started off the run kind of having some pretty good tightness in my left calf, and then as we went through, the pain in like my ankles and shins and stuff started to set in. Definitely from yesterday. I think I really overdid it yesterday. That 9 miles was already daunting, and then I was up a lot last night. But tomorrow is a rest day, so I'm gonna go ahead and really take a good rest tomorrow, and hopefully I can get some better sleep tomorrow night for this run on Wednesday morning. So I know I just said that Wednesday I was gonna have a run to do that day, but instead I decided to take Tuesday and Wednesday off as a rest day because my body was screaming at me in every way possible to take a break. Not only that, but my app was telling me that my training level was excessive and that I could risk injury if I continued on the same path that I was. So with it telling me and my body telling me, hey man, you better slow down, you better take a break, I decided to heed the word of caution and just go ahead and take Tuesday and Wednesday as a break. break. Luckily, Wednesday was only a 5-mile run, so I didn't miss out on too many miles. Still ended up with 32 miles for the week, which is good. Rest is a very important part of your training anyways. If you're not resting properly, then you're not training properly. Thursday's run was wild. I met up with Brandon at Craighead for an 8-miler. The first couple miles were totally fine. Overcast, cool, no big deal. But then the sky just flipped a switch. Around mile 3, the rain started and it didn't let up. For the next 6 miles, it was pouring, not just a drizzle either, full on sheets of rain. And by the last 2 miles, we were running through thunder and lightning. It turned into a survival run real quick. I was supposed to stay in zone 3 for most of the run, but with the weather and the adrenaline, I was pushing way harder than planned. And with the rain dumping the way it was, recording anything was just not gonna happen. So no footage, just soaked shoes and a memory I won't forget anytime soon. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is week 3, day 6 of Ultramarathon training prep. I have been a little MIA for the last couple days as far as what I've been able to record. It's been raining here pretty consistently for the last couple days. It just finished raining. All of this track is wet and pretty much all the road and everything is gonna be wet, but it looks like all the rain is kind of now that way, which is like in front of us, so I don't think it's gonna come and get us as we're running today. So I think I'll be able to record a little bit, but I've only got a 5-mile run to do today, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my warm-up in and resume our regularly scheduled program. I ran yesterday in this hat as well and it got completely soaked. I left it in the truck all last night and all today and it smells ripe right now. So it's definitely gonna get in the washer as soon as I get home, but I had to wear it because now the sun's kind of out. I don't want to have a repeat of the other day where I had no face protection. So it is what it is. 5 miles starts here. And I'm gonna have to hold my phone also this whole run. These shorts that I'm wearing, I can't put anything in them. It is very humid out here. I just started running. I'm already like very sweaty. Also, just letting every official at A-State know that if you see this video and you do want to give me a full ride scholarship, I will accept. Reluctantly, but I will accept. You know, when you want to start a YouTube channel, everybody's so encouraging and they say, oh, just start, you're gonna do great. But they don't tell you about the awkwardness of like recording in public. I don't really know how people get over it, because I see people all the time, like whether they're necessarily good characters or not, like Kai Cenat or Speed, and they're just like, yeah, I can say whatever I want, I can do whatever I want in public. But like, I don't know, sometimes it's hard to get over that. Like, I know people are looking at me right now. I don't know how. I struggle with it a lot, but I'm assuming as I do it more and more, I'm assuming I'll forget about it or not let it bother me as much. But right now it's super awkward running through here. I wasn't just up there, but I was up there like a little while ago in this run, so. All right, that's the end of the 5-mile run. I ended up walking only 0.5 miles. It's not a lot, but you know, it's what it is. So I'm finished with today's run. Tomorrow's run is gonna be only a 4-mile run, so that'll be very nice. That's just a warm up for Sunday's run, which is a 10-mile run. I'm gonna rest up tonight. I'm gonna get some good food. I think my wife's making some hibachi. I'm gonna wash this hat because it stinks. If you're watching up to this point, thanks for watching. I'm really thankful for all the support that I've been getting recently. Finally hit 100 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but to me it's pretty awesome. All right, what is going on, guys? It is Saturday morning, the final day of the week. I've got a 4-mile run to cap off this 32-mile week. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be an easy pace. It is currently 5:43 in the morning, as I've got to wake up early in order to get this video out, because I've got to run on Saturdays. So how do you put in a Saturday if you don't? Anyway, so I'm gonna get in these miles real quick, and yeah, 4 miles starts now. Let's get it. Man, unfortunately I didn't follow my #1 rule when going on a long run in the morning. Use the bathroom before you go. So I'm gonna have to stop, use the bathroom, and we'll continue this run. All right, we're back into the last 2 miles of this run. I had to take a quick pit stop, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this week was a little all over the place. Between the heat and the humidity and the rain and the missed footage and the off days, it was definitely one of the tougher ones. But I still ended up with 32 miles. I started using a camelback this week too, just to get used to carrying more weight on longer runs. It's been an adjustment. All in all, not a perfect week, but it's another one in the books, and that's what matters. One step closer to that 100-mile finish line.